What it do, YouTube? This your brother Real Deal with another video. In today's video, I want to discuss how us as foundational Black Americans, ADOS, DAS, descendants of American slavery, or whatever you want to call us, African American or whatever, that like the great John Henry Clark, great philosopher, scholar, writer for Black people in America, said that Black Americans, we have no friends, we have no allies. And the reason why I say that, because I seen, it was a video I seen on, what was that, Twitter, where an African brother, he really kept it 100. He kept it honest, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna play a little bit of that video in a second, but he really kept it honest about the relationship between foundational Black Americans and those of the diaspora. And the thing is, us as foundational Black Americans, we were never taught that, you know what I'm saying, to make our, to be different or try to, like, we all Black in America. But unfortunately, a lot of brothers and sisters from the diaspora come over here to America and they like to practice that same tribalism that they was practicing where they're from, especially the Africans. And don't get me wrong, we got some riders from the diaspora. There's some African brothers and sisters that stump down riders and for the people. But I can say from my account, you know what I'm saying, like me living in Houston, like it's a lot of Africans, it's a lot of different immigrant groups that stay in Houston. And I noticed some of them are real funny style. Like I didn't say hi to like African people like here. Whatever, I you know what I'm saying, I say hi sometimes they straight up ignore me or they give me looks and all that other funny style shit. But at the end of the day, us as foundational Black Americans, we wasn't raised like that. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't taught to look down on other people as far as just because, you know what I'm saying, they come from a different culture. Because here in America, if you Black, you Black. We don't separate it. We don't practice all that tribalism bullshit, woo. People like to say, oh, well, Black Americans, Bloods and Crips, that's some bullshit, because that was some shit that was perpetuated by the media at the end of the day. But an African brother, he low-key kept it 100, you know what I'm saying? And he was saying why, you know what I'm saying, a lot of Africans don't like dealing with foundational Black Americans. And I'm going to play this little short clip, and I'm going to come back to finish my commentary, family.
So, I'm doing this video. Last time I came up with a video talking about Obama. I'm doing this video talking about let me tell you.
What? What are you talking about?
About African Americans again. African Americans, let me tell you, we're not even comfortable with you.
Bitch, you shut your stupid up.
In America, we never, for example, when you see me...
Have you seen yourself?
When you see me when I'm hanging out, I will never hang out maybe with an African-American friend.
We do not care.
I will never hang out maybe like, you know, with maybe, with an African-American.
Pick me.
You know, not just me alone, my friends.
Oh no, I'm devastated.
My relations, for example, us Africans, Jamaicans as well, Haitian, they will never hang out with African Americans.
Lies, child.
Maybe when they go out drinking, they will never hang out with African Americans.
I rebuke the spirit of destiny.
Never. We're not comfortable with you.
Then leave.
I swear to God, African American, not Africans, us we Africans, and we Africans, Jamaicans, and Haitian. Let me tell you the truth. We never hang out with you.
So
We will never go out with you drinking. We don't even keep you as friends.
Did you get picked yet?
Or as relations, because we're not comfortable with you. We never comfortable with you. That is the truth.
Yeah, well, he's extra special.
The truth is coming out today, and the media should be understanding everything.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Hey, what mess is this?
So,
See, there you have it, straight from the horse's mouth. And I'm not saying all the brothers and sisters from the diaspora is like that, but unfortunately, a lot of Africans will come to America or brothers and sisters, even you got Jamaicans, you got Haitians, you got Dominicans, Puerto Ricans. You even got the black mestizo. Well, not necessarily, but some of them, you know what I'm saying, carry that. But at the end of the day, they come over here. And I'm not saying all of them, but some of them will come over here and practice that mentality towards foundational black Americans. You know what I'm saying? They come and have an uppity attitude towards us. They like to talk crazy, say all types of bullshit and all that, but then still try to, you know what I'm saying? They copy our swag. They copy everything about us. Like, they try to emulate us, yet still say we don't have culture and all this other stuff. And it'd be a whole bunch of garbage when you really listen to it. And then they really be just projecting they self-hate towards one another, and they try to bring that towards us. We got to understand that as foundational black Americans. But at the end of the day, notice in that video that brother kept calling us African Americans, but yet still saying that they don't like dealing with us and don't want to be around us. So if y'all don't like being around us, why are y'all calling us one of y'all? Like, to be honest, none of my family never even really talk about Africa like that. Like, on my dad's side, on my granddad's side, my people from the Carolinas and Virginia. On my mama's side, Arkansas and Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? They never mentioned nothing about Africa, none of that. They ain't never mentioned that. Matter of fact, on my dad's side, I know my great grandma Dinty, she was Indian. You know what I'm saying? She claimed Indian. You know what I'm saying? Then my grandma, she passed away back in like the 90s, like 97, 98, when she was like 90 some years old. But she claimed that, you know, she was saying that we was Indian. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, though, us as foundational black Americans are getting on code. We are finally delineating ourselves. And a lot of these people from the diaspora we're going to keep it 100. Tethers. And I know a lot of people don't like that word tether, but it is what it is. And if you've seen that movie by Jordan Peele called Us, you will understand the concept of that name tether, which someone that goes amongst a group. You might look like us, but you're not with us. And you basically trying to cosplay your way into whatever we doing to destroy us. Not all brothers and sisters from the diaspora is tethers. Don't get me wrong, because it's brothers and sisters that's on code and that's with us. But unfortunately, they bring a lot of these tethers amongst us. Hell, our first two so-called black American presidents were tethers, Obama and Kamala. They didn't grow up in America. They don't know how the foundational black experiences really is. And these were our first two black presidents. So that shows you that the power that these people, they come up, they're very arrogant. They come amongst our culture, foundational black American culture, and they able to, you know what I'm saying, cosplay their way into it. Then when we start talking about we need reparations, you notice a lot of these people say, oh, foundational black Americans, they don't need reparations. And you check their paperwork and you look at their background and see where they came from. And we be like, who sent you? And you look back and you check the receipts. You find out that this person is not even, you know what I'm saying, not even, doesn't even have no type of origin as far as the base of foundational black American, and come from chattel slavery here in America. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, these people are able to come amongst us and act like us and play us, but yet then again still have disdain towards us and talk crazy. At the end of the day, they talk crazy and do all types of shit to undermine us. And now that foundational Americans say, we are finally realizing the game is up and start like, okay, we're going to delineate ourselves. Now they saying that shit is xenophobic. You know what I'm saying? They saying, oh, why we all the same, brother? We all the same, brother. Y'all wasn't saying that. And I know I told this story before. This was like a few years ago. No, this was a minute ago, actually. My brother was working at a job, right? And this was during Black History Month, right? So my brother, you know, I got a twin brother. So he was working a job, right? So he decided to wear dashiki to work, right? So he was working amongst a lot of different Africans from the diaspora. Because matter of fact, he was dating a chick from Eritrea. Eritrea around that time that worked at that very same jobs. But my brother, he wore dashiki to work and everything, you know what I'm saying? You know, power to the people. This one, me and my bro was hard on that pro-black, you know what I'm saying? I'm still pro-black to a degree, but I'm for my people first. So if you against my people getting reparations and what's owed to me, you an enemy to me. That's all I gotta say. And most tethers are like that. Well, I'm gonna say all tethers are like that. They don't like us. They against us. They hate on us. They copy us, but still don't like us. And that's weird. That's like a psychological, mental thing that they gotta overcome. But my brother was wearing a dashiki. And when he said, one of the Africans was like, they started laughing at him like, what is this? Why are you wearing that? Where did you get this from? And he was like, man, I'm just showing pride. You know what I'm saying? My love for the people, my black pride. Like, oh, you wearing this. And he said they was acting all funny style towards him. Bro said he said he went to the bathroom and he took that shit off. He said they was mocking them, talking shit. You know what I'm saying? But us as foundational black Americans, we don't look down on other groups. We never was trained like that. But unfortunately, you hear many accounts of how Africans, and not even just Africans, but people of the diaspora are taught to be against us, even before they even come here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say the ones that's in their homeland, but a lot of them, before they come here, they have that talk. Stay away from the black Americans. They violent. They lazy. They this, that, and all this. And they allowed the white supremacists, the ones that had us enslaved, to make us feel little, to feel like we were just slaves, when in actuality, we were the builders. We were the architects. We were the scientists. We were the doctors. We were all that. We were the ones that built the infrastructure of America to make it comfortable for other groups to come over here. But they hate that. You know what I'm saying? But when we start checking a lot of these people, they be like, oh, y'all wrong, woo, woo, woo. But at the end of the day, us as foundational black Americans, I'm glad we getting on code and we understanding in order for us to get what's respectfully on to us, we have to delineate and stay on code, because they bringing so many of these people amongst us. Hell, you got mayors and mayors of certain cities talking about taking out, you know what I'm saying, black history out of the school, critical race theory, all that. You know what I'm saying? They talking about taking all that out of, it's like our history is the only history that's offensive to people. That we don't want to talk about that black American history. You know what I'm saying? Our history is the only one that's offensive, but you got other groups coming over here. Hell, I'm from Chicago. They don't trip when the Puerto Ricans do their little thing, when the Jamaicans do their thing, when the Asians do their thing. But let us foundational black Americans do our thing. They're going to be like, oh, this is divisive. Why are you doing that? See, our history is the only one that's offensive, because they don't want to know they don't want us to know who we really are. They don't want us to understand knowledge of self. And that's simply what it is. That's the simplest way that I can put it. And at the end of the day, it's time for us to take a stand. You know what I'm saying? And get what's respectfully and rightfully owned to our people. Our people built this country free of charge and never got compensated for it. We shouldn't allow other people to come amongst us telling us what we should and should not get while they flee their homeland. They got issues going on where they from. Instead of dealing with what was going on in their country, they decided to hop their ass over here to the country that we built to make it comfortable for them to come over here and still talk shit about us. That's some crazy ass shit. We just can't go over where they from and go internally into their politics talking about some, no, y'all don't deserve that. They'll look at us like we some fucking fools. And I'm just keeping it 100, family. That is what it is. But I ain't going to be too long with y'all. But I just wanted to say that. And then I hope that brother, because he ain't going to say it to nobody in their face, because they going to check him. Most foundational black Americans going to check. So he comfortable going on the internet doing it. But I bet you that brother ain't going to go with somebody, a real foundational black American, and be like saying all that shit. Because he already know he going to get checked with that fucked up hairline he got. And I'm just keeping it 100. But a lot of them do think like that. And I respect his honesty, because that's how they really, really feel. They really feel, stay away from them black Americans. You know what I'm saying? But I love my people. My people have been through so much. We done did so much, and we continue to do so much. We are the culture. We the trendsetters. We do so much, but yet we still get shitted on. And that's all I really got to say, family. One love. Black first. Peace out.